Um, um, my name is Gregg. I'm an actor and a screenwriter and a filmmaker, and you might know me from a number of Marvel projects over the last 10 years. If you're a little older, you might know me from The West Wing, where I show up as a different special agent. If you're a little older than that, you probably saw me in a lot of plays in New York City in very small closets and up to Broadway. And if you're even older than that, you might have moshed with me at CBGB's anytime between 18, maybe I'm not giving myself that one, 1980 and 2000. But probably the coolest thing about me that you might not know is that my cousin is Kathryn Garcia. And I got to know Kathryn quite a long time ago. When she was quite small. We come from a very large family, cousins in Brooklyn and Texas, and we moved a lot, probably North Carolina. And we would all convene at our grandparents' farm in Connecticut. And so there would be an awful lot of cousins in what had only a week before been a very calm cattle farm and was now absolute mayhem and chaos. And from a very young age, the calm center of that storm, handling things, was Kathryn. And in my memory, she had a very prescient concern that the methane emissions from those cows might lead to future climate problems. I could be bringing that to the party. Um, I'm so excited as a former and I hope soon again future New Yorker. I'm so excited to have this magical cousin, human, possibly running New York. We really need her there. She comes from a family with a really remarkable tradition of service and devotion to the city of New York. Her mom, Anne, was a professor at Medgar Evers, and she ran home care for elders in the city of New York. I believe she still does that. Her dad, Bruce McIver, storied New Yorker. He was the labor commissioner under Koch. He ran the LIRR, and he is now the president of the League of Voluntary Hospitals. Her brother, Matt, awesome guy, runs programs for after-school programs for middle schools. Melanie, her sister, is a special ed teacher, and Molly, her other sister, is an incredible doyen of the art world in New York. Everybody there brings a lot to the party of New York. And so this is the moment where Kathryn, who, to me, she's still a very young cousin. She will always be younger than me. She ran the New York City Housing Authority. She ran the New York City Department of Environmental Protection and then the Sanitation Department. And she is the person we need to solve problems of New York. I am so thrilled to be here and to be part of this. I'm going to be hitting up everyone I know to be part of this. Now I have the great pleasure of introducing you to another amazing person, Rit Agarwala. I'm going to get help with that later. Rit's an experienced executive and thought leader in sustainability, environmental, and urban issues. His work has included advising city governments around the world on sustainability policies. He developed a $145 million environmental grant-making program focused on clean energy, cities, and sustainable fishing. He's developing a long-term plan to ensure New York City's continued prosperity and growth and health through the year 2030. Rick currently teaches at Columbia. He's also taught at Stanford. Environmental policy and the history of New York City and Canada. My great pleasure, Rick Agarwala.